trying to show you this hack that's been getting crazy results. So sit back, relax, grab a pen, get some paper, get something to, yeah, it's gone, but get something to drink. We're gonna get straight into it. Hold up, before we get into it, all right, I want to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Yes, I'm late, but we need to be appreciated every single day, all right? So, as you can see, we got 10 items off this client's credit report, right? We knocked the credit bureaus out, right? We showed them what's up. But look, a 1 point increase, 4 point increase, -1 point decrease. Man, it's all a part of the process when it comes to disputing, right? Like your credit score is going to fluctuate up and down. You're probably going to get a few points removed when items come off, going to decrease, right? It's all part of things. But as you can see, right, this is just in the first round, right? We got 10 items removed, right? We got 40 ongoing. So think about it like this. If I get 10 items removed every single round for the next quote unquote 4 months, this client's credit report will be all clean. Now, we know it's not going to work like that. My estimation is, hey, if I can get this cleaned up within the next 6 to 8 months, yo, this client's going to be great, right? They're going to be happy, going about their life, credit score good, doing what they need to do, qualify for the things that they're trying to get. So I just want to give you an overview of, yes, everybody's report is different, but now there's no specific time frame estimation that, hey, this is going to work this specific round. But like, all you have to do is just be consistent, taking care of, sending your letters out, and doing another thing that we're going to talk about later, right, that you need to take care of as well, because that's part of your credit score, which are going to help increase your credit score, right? So I'm just giving you an overview of, what it looks like. As you can see, 11 items got added. So we but there's some positive things that got added to this personal report and some negative things. So put us a little bit back a little bit. However, we're going to see the improvement every single round, right? And just excited to show you guys the results so you too can knock credit bureaus out. So first things first, I want to break down the things that got added to this client's credit report. As you can see, some positive accounts got added, right? Student loan, and 2 collections got, added to this person's report, right? So instead of disputing 40 items next round, I'll probably just disputing 42 items, right? And the other items are going to stay because they're positive, all right? And when it comes to positive items, if you already have positive items on your report, there is no need for you to dispute, whatever the case may be. If you don't have no positive items, I wouldn't say get so many accounts. Don't be so quick to open up so many accounts, right? Because you're trying to learn how to manage credit, right? Learn how to pay people back. So just start with 1 or 2 people paying them back. And then eventually, if you need to add another credit line or eventually add something else, then you're already built up that habit of paying people back when it needs to be paid back, right? Because credit is nothing but a direct reflection of how we manage our money. If things happen, life happens, whatever the case may be. So we just getting better at managing our money to pay people back, all right? So what you need to do is don't be so quick to get this credit card and get that. And hey, you get this pre-approval, all right? Just get 1 or 2 accounts, repay that back. And then eventually, all right, when it's time, then you apply for a credit card or apply for an increase. You get what I'm saying? All right, the next thing I want to talk about is this right here. Disputed items that we, some of the things that we got removed off this client's report, right? As you can see, still got some accounts verified. It's part of the process. Hey, things going to come back verified, quote unquote, verified as 100% accurate. We're going to talk about that. Is it really 100% accurate? All right, so these are the things that were disputed. We got some more items, some more negative items that are disputed, some more items that got deleted. Just wanted to give you some things that we got off, right? Another thing that you want to pay attention to is your credit card utilization, right? Now, this one is messed up, as you can see, right? Credit limit is $1. This one is 300 to 1, 300 to 1, right? But this shows this, this shows this, this shows this, all right? It's all messed up, right? So the things you want to pay attention to are your open accounts. So if you have a credit card, a line of credit, the things you want to pay attention to is credit limit, right? Look at the credit limit and make sure it's reported correctly, because if it's not reported correctly, it's going to look like this, right? So if you have a credit limit that's just say of $1,000 and is reported $1, or is reported the incorrect amount, is hurting your utilization. Here's why. 30% of your credit score is made up of utilization, right? And I'm gonna break this down into points so you can see how significant this is, right? The highest credit score you can have is an 850, and the lowest credit score you can have is a 300, right? 850, 300, right? So I want you to do this. 850 minus 300 gives you 550 points to play with when it comes to your credit score. So if you break that down, simple math, right? 550 times 30% is 165 points to technically play with, right? And then payment history is another factor of your credit score, right? Which is 35%, and 35% of 550 is 192.5, right? All right, so now you can see like payment history, utilization makes up a chunk of your credit score. So utilization, right? If it's messed up, and as you can see, it's messed up on this person's report, it messes up your credit score. So one of the things you want to pay attention to is your utilization, right? Pay attention to the credit limit, make sure it's 100% correct. And then if it's not, that's like really easy to fix. You can give them a call to fix that, right? To dispute that. Credit limit is messed up, right? Change it to, it's supposed to be this. And then your balance, you want to make sure that is correct too. So if you know that, hey, the balance is this, and the credit limit is this, it needs to be reflecting this, you need to let them know, all right, so they can fix the balance, because if you don't fix it, then you're going to have your utilization be very high, which is supposed to be actually low, which would then hurt your credit score if it's not reported correctly. All right, so just giving you that to look at, because like I said, experience, TransUnion, Equifax, we already know like to play crazy, so things always be messed up, so pay attention to that. All right, the next thing you want to pay attention to not only is your utilization, right, you want to pay attention to the letters that you're creating, right? So you want to break your letters up into like 3 different sections, right? Got your personal information, you can send that separate. If you want to create one letter, you want to have your personal information, then your accounts, and then your hard inquiries. This is what we've been using to dispute, right? Or you can create 3 separate letters where you just have all your personal information that you're trying to dispute, you have all the negative accounts that you're trying to dispute, and you have all the inquiries that you're trying to dispute, right? Now, I haven't got the verdict of like which one works better, but I'll let you know. I'll keep you updated, because I'm trying different things to see, all right, if I just send off personal information letters without adding personal information, negative accounts, and inquiries, is that going to be a little bit different? If I just have a whole bunch of all together, I'm going to give you the data to back this up of what's working, what's not working, so you too can leverage what I'm doing to knock the credit bills out, right? So personal information, simple, right? Format, hey, this is incorrect. As you can see, your job history is this here, this on here, this on here. You want to tell it either to delete the job history, or you want to tell them to update the job history, right? It's up to you. Do you want your employer to be on your credit report, all right? So if you want it on your report, just tell them to update the account, or update my job history to reflect this on my report, and remove this off my report, or altogether remove this job history. Hope that makes sense. All right. The next thing you want to do is your previous addresses, right? If the previous address on your report, you can either get it deleted or modified, right? So if your previous address is incorrect, you want to get that modified, right? Now, if you want to get it removed, you just want to say, delete this specific address off my report due to I no longer live here, I'm no longer affiliated with this address, whatever the case may be, or if it's incorrect, delete this specific address off my report, right? The same thing with your name, right? If your name is misspelled, if it's incorrect, you want to tell Experience, tell TransUnion, tell Equifax to remove the name off my report, because it's not my name, all right? Same thing with your date of birth. If your date of birth is incorrect, hey, tell Experience, TransUnion, Equifax, update my date of birth to this specific date of birth. You can show proof that your date of birth is this, because it's on your driver's license. You just want to show, hey, update this, because it's very important. So when, let's just say you apply for something, that you won't get denied because you have the wrong date of birth on your report, right? So that's the things you want to be paying attention to when it comes to your personal information, all right? Now, when it comes to your negative accounts, do you want to pay attention to the details within the account? Right now, the details within the account is going to help you get the account removed from your report. The reason why you're disputing is based off of the details. We all know that this is your account. You owe this money. And if it's not your account and you don't owe the money, go talk to a lawyer, because you're a victim of identity theft. But if you're not, what you want to do is dispute based off of the inaccuracy, reporting that, hey, Experience, TransUnion, Equifax are supposed to do certain things to keep this account 100% accurate, and usually they don't. So what you can do is fight that, hey, this account is not accurate, and the things that you want to dispute is, as you see, the date open, high credit. And remember what I said before, you want to check out the balance. So check out the balance, check out the credit limit, very important, last reporting date last active, date of last payment, and sometimes your payment history is incorrect as well. And you can use that to your leverage to get an account removed from your report, because sometimes it'll say on time, 30, and then Experian would say something different, or TransUnion would say something different, right? So it's just vice versa, looking at the data to help you get the account removed from your report, and creating a letter from the details within your account to help you get the account removed from your report. And this format with the laws, with the Metro 2 compliance, has been working for us to get accounts, multiple things removed within the first month and the next month, right? What I said is, hey, delete this specific account immediately for violation of 15 USC 1681 EB, right? Straight to the point. As you can see, the details, we're not playing, right? So this is what you can use to get accounts removed from your report, right? Now, another thing you can leverage is this right here, all right? How to remove inquiries off your report. So based off of 15 USC 1681B, right? Permissible purpose, things on your report gotta have permissible purpose to actually be on your report, right? And you can read over the law, because I'm not a lawyer, look at it, see what I'm talking about. But there are certain things, and when you just say give Experian, TransUnion, Equifax a call and ask for your report, you give them a call to order your report, you get one for free, you're going to see what I'm talking about. You're going to go to the inquiry section. Once you receive that report, it's going to say inquiry has permissible purpose. This inquiry, you're not going to see any permissible purpose, right? So what you can do is just leverage that. Now, if you don't want to order reports, you can just do this. Investigate this inquiry to see if it has permissible purpose to be on my report. Delete the inquiry if it's violated 15 USC 1681B. Simple as that, right? Now you're within your right to tell them to investigate. You're within your right to make sure they have permissible purpose. It's your right to tell them to remove it if it don't have permissible purpose, right? So you can do this for every inquiry, and you're not saying, hey, I'm a victim of fraud or things like that, right? Now you're saying, hey, based off of the law, what we use all the time is based off of the law to get these things removed from our report, right? Yes, it takes time. It's not no fast. It's going to happen overnight. It's going to take time to get these accounts, these inquiries off your report. Now, inquiries do fall off your report in 2 years, whether you do nothing or not, but your account stay in your report for 7 years, so you might as well go ahead and get the process started to get these things removed from your report. Now, if you have any specific questions, let me know in the comments. If you don't have time to do this, check out the link in the description. Got a good offer for you. I think you're going to love it. All right, see you in the next one.